be doing a little story time of when this girl bullied me. This happened when I was like 12 or 13. Like I was still in overall. I was not in high school yet, basically like upper school, the upper classes. I was not in there yet, and obviously I was 12 or 13. And I used to be up my mother sometimes. So my mother, where she lives, for me to get school, I would have had to take a bus from there, go in 6 rows, and then take a bus from 6 rows and go to school. Well, it had to because the school was to pass in front there, but I used to pass too early. So I had lots at the time, and let's just say I wasn't the tidiest young lady. Yeah, like I wasn't all well like put together. So yeah, I had like, you know.
Maybe it's just because you're ugly.
Anyway, at that time, like, I didn't know nothing about edges like that or what products would have worked and that kind of stuff. So I used to use this jam with the black jar and the green cover. No, everybody know except me that don't work. And your girl, my hair never still get doing us those unless I had something to go. Just to get put back in one, and then it locks down like a ponytail, like, and then I would take the same jam on morning before I leave home and slick in the front, and I'm using a lot. So the time I get through the door, I bust stop the jam running down like sweat mess. So this girl, she lived in a home, a children's home, like out my mother. So she would have to do the same commute as me. So she would have to go in 6 rows. So I would have often like saw her in 6 rows and stuff like that, obviously because we go to the same school and she's got to do the same thing as me. And this one morning, I don't know like what this girl would attack me. This one morning, like, she was standing up like next to me at the bus stop, and she was like, I thought her like do like this, right? I was like inspecting the locks, right? And then she was like, "What your mother don't wash your hair? You hair real musty and it got a lot of little things." Y'all, I was like a punk. Like, I'm still a punk, but like I was real. I don't know. Like you could have done me anything basically back then. So I didn't answer her. So she was just going on about how the hair is musty and it got its stuff, and she was going on. Basically, she was talking to herself because I didn't say a word. I gone to school knowing everything, and like this thing on my mind. I actually normal and thing on my friends and stuff, but this thing like on my mind, like man must be. But you know, like not storming and not really it is trap, you know, like particles and little dust and thing inside the lock. So that was she was referring to. Very mainly, that wasn't the first time I heard that my hair was musty. Me being me know, thinking about the thing. Going to school, like acting normally outside, but in my head, my brain racking. So I get home now, and I tell my mother, "Mommy, this morning I bus stop, you know, this girl, she was telling me that my hair is musty and everything, and she asked me when mother don't wash my hair." Like I tell myself that she had a question for my mother because she was like, "Well, your mother don't wash your hair." So I asked my mother why she don't wash my hair. So and my mother was like, "Who girl? Who girl?" So, like if you know my mother, she's a little crazy, right? She don't mess with your children. Like you can do anything, but when it comes to your children, that's when she's like, yeah, all forgiving. So I told her about it and stuff, and she didn't really like retaliate how I wanted her, but I didn't know she had plans. So then she called my brother, cause my brother lived with us too, and he used to go to school with me. But on mornings, we never used to be together. He used to be with the girls like, on the other side. So yeah. So then my mother was like, "Well, you got children at school in from your sister, and you're backing she up. What you saying the school there to do?" And then my mother was like going off on him and telling him, "Well, this is what you're supposed to do as a big brother, protect your sister and thing." And then brother was like, "What girl? Who girl is that in for you?" So then how I explained it to him, obviously he wouldn't know because two of them was like kinda in the same class. So the next morning, no, my brother, we got to the bus stop in 6 rows, and my brother started going off on the girl and cursing she and everything. And then she was like, You sister? When nobody want to study little girl, but she ain't been in person. And in my head, I like, so my mother told to wash my hair. I ain't in person. I thinking about these things like when I rap it, because I was like, when up never tell me these things, where you living? So like, I was so silent, like that's like a toll on me for real. Anyway, so I told them back and forth, and then it's done day, and then we go to school and everything. When I get home, my mother was like, tomorrow morning you ain't going to school. Tomorrow morning I ain't carry school. We got a meeting with the child care board. So my mother, like, she called the child care board. Cause obviously my mother can't call she mother because she live in the home. So my mother, like, she called the child care board and told them what was going on and stuff. So I had a meeting. From the time I hear I had a meeting, I started shit bricks. I get so frightened, you know. So every single thing is so frightening. I get so frightened. I can't even sleep in the time. The next morning we wake up with the shit things. I was so frightened. I know the next morning come and we go on to the child care board. It was like a little boardroom like thing. So it had chairs on this, it was a table in the middle, chairs on this side and chairs on that side. So it was probably the head of the home or the sister or the mother of the home. I don't know how it's worked, but it was a lady from the home, the lady from the child care board, the girl that used to bully me. Then it was me, my mother friend. One of my mother friends, whenever it comes to probably going out fight or anything, my mother friends is down. Like, I could get them down. My mother friends always down. So my mother friend was there. Let me tell y'all, when I tell you this girl transformed, this girl's skirt was like the appropriate length. She had in ribbons. Like she shirt sleeve. They had no cuff or nothing. She top button was button. This girl transformed. And I was so naive and gullible. We get in the meeting now, the meeting start, police and everything was aside, and I just like shaking because I was super nervous. I just shaking, and I could not calm down, and I wanted to stool again because I was so frightened. And then the meeting start and everything, and they start asking the girl questions. So they was like, do you bully Kiara? The girl was like, me? I don't even see her. I do not interfere with her. I just admire her from afar and always be saying that she's a very beautiful young lady. Me, ma'am, I do not bully her. I don't even know her name. Me being an idiot and being dumb and naive and just like gullible, I was like, oh my god. In my head, I was like, oh my gosh, she's such a sweet person. I brought her into this mess. She's so sweet. And then they don't ask you questions when they come to me. And I was like, okay, Miss Ford, explain to me what exactly does so and so do to you. Chat idiot no. Chat me no. Well, I won't say she's bullying me. Like she was just like, she just said that my hair was musty, but I won't call it bullying. I won't say she's bullying me. Y'all, if my mother could have licked out all of my teeth by looking at me, all of my teeth would be gone and I got nothing. My mother looked at me so stink. My mother was like this.
Fucking dumb? Are you fucking dumb? Are you fucking?
I could have feel my mother looking at me. That made me nervous times 27. And I was already shaking. And my mother just looked at me like, I can't believe this girl. I cannot believe my child. But my mother probably knew that I was frightened because I never had a girl before no child care board and kind of police. I never was involved in nothing like that. And at 12, 13, what should I expect? So then the meeting finished. Everybody walking, coming out, so depart. So my mother friend was like, you should not do that, Kaya. You should have said how you feel. You should have said that she is, whatever. And because when that girl used to do that to me, like, I didn't want to go to school now. I didn't want to go to the bus stop because, like, in my head, like, she didn't tell me something. And she actually, like, put a little fear in my heart. I ain't gonna lie. So I was like, shh, I gotta go to school and face this girl. Anyway, going back to now about departing, my mother was like, we come out the room. Let me tell you, the police and the child care, everybody was out there. My mother looked at the girl. I was like, my child frightened for you, but if she come home again and I hear you in fear, you gonna see. Yeah, if I could have disappeared, I would have disappeared. I was so damn frightened. because like my mother sending threats to this girl basically, and I gotta go school with this girl. Tomorrow no, she might tell me he came wrong or something, may end up missing. Who knows? Like my mother can't be doing anything. But that happened, and then we about to school. The girl ain't looking my direction at the bus stop. She didn't talk to me, nothing like that, and everything was fine and dandy from them. I don't see her in a beef, nothing like that. So yeah, that's my little story time when I got bullied basically. It wasn't like physical, like she beat me, but like verbally, yeah. It actually made me like a little insecure. Like I just thought insecure, I know, but like that really dropped my self-esteem like super low. Even though I was already a gremlin, like yeah. And I had to get rid of locks. Like I had to, because like one person, two people telling me I'm not musty, and me I musty. I hate to be musty. Like green armpits, hey musty. Me, so them had to go. They under me lots, and that was I couldn't be getting called musty boy. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. See you guys next week. Bye.